I'm Christopher Healy, author of the upcoming book, What's So Special About You? And actually, people saying I'm not an author, they're beginning to condemn me now, when in actual fact, I am an author, but I'll do another video on that later. Right now, we're here about Crowd One is not a scam and it's only the facts. Now, what I decided to do, how to tackle this issue with Crowd One, was it a scam or was it not a scam, was I just went online, Google, is Crowd One a scam? And you get all of the, it's a scam, it's a scam, it's a scam. And I'm pretty much clicking on each one, following it right through and getting to the bottom line, which in every single case that I followed was fake news, and fake news. And I'm going to prove it with facts. Okay? Essentially, this is a big video, but all the naysayers, I'm gonna knock them out in the first round. Stand by. Ding, ding. You ready? Let's go. Round one. Crowd One, their head office is in Spain. The reason is to have it in a country where compliance to laws, especially tax laws, is always monitored. And Europe, such a country that will make it Crowd One, will become the most transparent. Crowd One, get your pen ready. Crowd One has registered under a new name, which is Impact Crowd Technologies. And here, this is the smoking bullet, guys. Tax identification number, B88429436. That's worthy to repeat one more time for all the naysayers. Write it down. Tax number, B88429436. The vision is to make Crowd One a public company and make it a unicorn with over $1 billion company. The CEO, Johann Steele von Holstein, has an experience of making 3 unicorns, meaning what? Well, he has actually brought 3 companies up to the World Stock Exchange, for example, NASDAQ, bringing them up there. Huge. Doing it once could have been a fluke. Doing it twice is amazing. Doing it 3 times, this guy knows what he is doing. And when he says now, I'm going to take all that experience and I'm going to do it for a 4th time, let me give you an idea how difficult this is. It's like the Olympic Games, running a marathon, the Olympics. The best runners in the world, 26 miles, over what, 2.5, 3 hours? Running. This man is how to outmaneuver, outplay, outrun, outthink all competitors to be able to bring one of his companies to winning that gold bell, the gold medal in the Olympics. It's like, wow. He comes back and he does it a 2nd time. He comes back and does it a 3rd time. And now he's saying, I'm going to take all that experience and I'm going to make it happen for the 4th time. And that 4th time is going to be Crowd One. Okay? So Crowd One has now, under this name, Impact Crowd Technology. Okay? We're still calling it Crowd One, but for all the legalities, legal, under this, it's known as Impact Crowd Technology. Let's move on. Crowd One and Impact Crowd Technology strive to achieve digital equality. Crowd One has recently been acquired by a European company, Impact Crowd Technology, with a library of products, apps, software, and services to recommend and sell. ITCs, their vision is to build the largest sales network in the world. The core sales channel is to market products through network marketing, similar to any other established network marketing company. In other words, it's legal. What we're doing here, or what they're doing, it's legal. To be able to achieve the scale of business and benefit, Crowd One members, participants, are encouraged to find new members. However, the core business of Crowd One and Impact Crowd Technology is not to recruit new members, but to offer digital services for the members. See, these guys are going to be coming out. Right now, they've got a Philgo, they've got Mixter coming, they've got the lottery coming, but they've got a whole chain of products that are now being developed that are going to be coming through. Some of these products are coming through that are connected to some of the biggest companies in the world. It's all coming through. Impact Crowd Technology, Crowd One, follows the strictest demands on European compliance. European compliance? Well, what does compliance mean? We'll get there. Transparency, as well as legal, tax, and regulation requirements. Let's move on. So what is compliance? Compliance means to comply or to follow. It means the European Union is a political economic union of 28 member states that are located primarily in Europe. All of these countries, all of these businesses, all of these have to comply. They have to be complying with the European Union's rules and regulations. Next, European Union implemented a set of data protection rules, namely GDPR, General Data Protection Regulations. These rules protect the data of people living in the European Union. Now, understand this. The Crowd One is wheeling and dealing in people from all over the world that are giving their information. There is money coming and going, bitcoins coming and going. Crowd One is responsible for everybody inside the European Union whose information they are holding on to. They have to have it under lock and key, cyber lock and key, right? So people don't be stealing all this information. They have to comply to certain rules and regulations. But then you might be thinking, well, hold on. What about, though, if I'm living in the Philippines or in Africa or in Mexico? Well, understand this. The very fact that these Crowd One is building that whole safety network around its customers and its members, when you're going in, you're being looked after. That's what it ultimately means. It means you're going to be looked after because you're going into their system. Their system has to be state-of-the-art to protect everybody. Anybody else coming into the system are going to be protected because you're in their system anyway. Do you understand? Let's move on. This is part of compliance. Let's move on. What companies will this regulation affect? Every company that collects and holds, processes personal data. Every company, including Crowd One. This is compliance. Let's see. Well, what exactly, who's creating all of this compliance stuff? Here's the compliance. Here's the actual booklet. What companies can do better to respect EU competition rules? Let's take a look. What happens if I don't comply? You ready? Watch. The cost of non-compliance, they're going to fine you. If you're breaking rules, depending on how severe the rules are, they will fine you. And they will fine you more. They will fine you millions of euros, whatever it takes. They're going to get you to comply or else. And if that doesn't work, they're going to be giving you bad press. All lawbreakers will get bad press. In other words, you're going to be buried in bad press. There'll be radio, television, news articles, magazine articles. They are going to destroy Crowd One. They will pull Crowd One apart if they are not in compliance. Any company that is not in compliance will be destroyed. Sanctions on individuals. So if they still don't work, they'll put sanctions on individuals. And they'll even, if necessary, they will put you in prison if you don't comply.